Hi everybody, it's Nancy, and today's video is sponsored by the Not Too Shabby shop. I will have a link down in the description as well as a coupon code for you. Not Too Shabby has come out with 4 new stamp sets out of their line, and I'm going to show you guys those today. This one is called Pumpkin Spice Everything, and you can see it says cozy, stay, thanks a latte, coffee is always better with a friend, pumpkin spice everything, warm hugs. You have like the little cinnamon here, but I like the designs on here where you have the fall leaves and foliage. You have the pumpkin with a little scarf, and then you have your little cups, and then same thing down here. So really cute stamp set there. This one is kind of accessories to that stamp set where you have, again, the pumpkin and the foliage, acorn, a little pumpkin shaped cup. You had me at pumpkin spice, hi friend, and then more leaves. I think this is a cinnamon stick, and then you have a cute little squirrel down here with a scarf on. And then a little pumpkin cup here, and then a trendy girl holding her coffee there. And this one is called You, Me, and Pumpkin Spice. This one is a little gnome set. This is called Not Too Shabby Fall Gnomes. And you have a little banner. I'm here for you. There's no one like you. Little pumpkin, no matter what. You have some mushrooms, some leaves, acorn, and you have like kind of grandpa gnome and then little baby gnome on that one. And then the last one is more of a Halloween themed one. This one is called Critter Costume. Trick or treat, happy, eek, Halloween, boo. And then all the little critters. So you have like a little vampire witch cat, a llama, I think this is a sloth, a little dog hanging from the broom, a little bee, happy, hedgehog, a little chickadee, a rabbit, and then another rabbit kind of ghost here. So some cute little cutesy stamp sets, and I think we will put something together with this set here. I might bring this one in for some accent pieces, but I think I want to use some of my watercolor markers here. So I have some Corrine markers, some Zigs, some Altenew, and mermaid markers. So I have all of these, and a piece of Tim Holtz Distress watercolor cardstock, and we're going to stamp and then color. So here inside my little mini Misty, I have a piece of sticky grid just to show you what that looks like. It comes in smaller and larger sheets, but this is what it looks like. I cut one in half, and it's stuck to the Misty mouse pad. So the Misty mouse pad has a plastic piece and then the foam piece, so I just stuck that on top. And then what it will do is it will kind of hold my cardstock in place because that's all sticky. And then the only thing I really need the magnet for is just to hold the mouse pad down. And I'll link all of the extra items for you down in the description in my Amazon shop. It's amazon.com/shop/Nancy Stamps. And you can find the Misty, the sticky grid, everything in there. The markers. Okay. So I do like, which one do I like better? I think I'm going to go with the one on the bottom here. And I'm on the smooth side of the paper, and I can always cut this panel down. Oops. We're going to use some Versafine Clear Nocturne ink. This is waterproof once you heat set it, and I like how super black it is. Ooh, that came out pretty good. I'm going to stamp it one more time. Okay, and once I'm done watercoloring it, then I'll go in and decide what sentiment I want to use. So right now I'm just going to leave it blank. This is just the cover sheet. I just like to protect my sticky grid with that. Okay, so now we're just going to color. I do have a paper towel and a Ranger water brush here, and I'm just going to lay down some color and go from there. So, of course, our pumpkin needs to be orange. First, I'm going to wet my paper where I want that color to go. Hopefully, it'll help it move a little bit easier. I'm going to focus that orange in the middle and then, or not in the middle, on the edges, and then pull the color towards the middle. You can see the water automatically starts to wick that color out. And then you just go in with your water brush and pull it towards the middle. Now, if you're not comfortable with that, you don't like that, you know, there are some lines showing, the other thing you can do is color on your craft mat. Pick up that color and then put it down on your image. So if you want more of a uniform color, you can do that as well. There's a lot of different techniques you can do with watercoloring with markers. Okay, that looks pretty good. I'm going to leave that alone. I'm going to do our stem, kind of a dry brown. Let's see here, what do we have? Actually, I guess we could do green. Let's do green. So same thing, going to color this in. Then I'm going to go in with the green marker. Okay, pretty simple, easy to do. We have our little acorn down here. I know acorns are darker on the top, so I'm going straight in with the marker on the top, and then I'm just going to dilute the bottom here. So even though it was the same marker, by adding water to it, I can lighten that, and doing it direct on the paper, it looks darker. All right, for my froth, I'm actually just going to kind of follow some of those curves. This is a cool gray marker from Zig. You probably won't even see it through the camera because it is just super light, but it's so the froth doesn't look white. And then, let's see here. I think we'll go in and make this cup purple because orange and purple are opposite colors, so together they make brown, but we're not going for brown here. So again, I'm just gonna, and this is a zig marker. You can see how much that really reacts with that water. Now, if you really want super smooth lines with these kinds of markers, another paper you can use is Bristol paper. Bristol allows the ink to stay on top a little bit, so you have time to move it around and blend it. But if you want more of that watercolor look like I'm doing here, then you can just stay with watercolor paper. At the very top and the edge here, I'm just going to go in. Again, straight to paper on that. Okay, that looks pretty good so far. All right, I'm going to do our leaf. I'm thinking brown again. Let's see, I do have a darker brown here. Let's use this brown. And use what you have. This is a Jane Davenport Reef is the name of it. It is a very dark brown. And I think I'm going to do the scribble method for this. So I'm going to lay that color down on my mat. Again, I'm going to color in my leaf. Pick up some of that color with the water brush. And then bring it in. See how smooth that is? You don't have any of the watercolor lines then. All right, so that's all we need for that. Okay, now for the cupcake, I do want kind of a golden buttercream color, I think, for the icing. So that would be this one here. Well, that's more peach. Here we go. This is like a caramel color. Whoops, bumped the camera. Sorry about that. This one is called Oatmeal. So again, color in my icing. And I'm going to take a little bit of this oatmeal zig marker. Gives our frosting kind of this golden caramel pumpkin spice look to it. What color do we want for our cupcake lining? We've already got orange and purple and green on there. Do we dare go gray? Kind of make it look like a silver. Here we go. This one's called Lava Rock. Gonna again go off the paper with that. That makes it look like it's a silver lining cupcake paper. And a little more dimension on the top here. So again, going in direct with the marker, wherever the artist has drawn in kind of the shading, I'm just adding more marker there. Okay, and then all we have left are our little leaves. I think look nice in this golden yellow. This is Jane Davenport Pirate's Gold. Because they're so small, I'm just going to go direct to paper with them. I think that golden color looks nice. That's it. All right, I think my pumpkin needs a little more orange. I'm going in with the zig. Just looks a little washed out now that everything is done. And I'm just going to add some more color with the zig marker. Give our pumpkin a little more dimension here. There we go. I think that looks a little better. Just going to blend out these edges. It's not so harsh. Okay, that looks a lot better. Okay, so now what we need to do is kind of ground this so it doesn't look like our pumpkin's kind of floating. So to figure out what we want to do for the ground there, I was thinking about taking some of these other stamps and doing like leaves around, but I think I'm going to keep it pretty simple. Just going to do a little shadow underneath here. Just going to add some gray to that. Really simple, but it grounds it. That was light gray from Zig. I think this will look really nice on some pattern, like plaid paper maybe. Okay, so then we just need to pick out our sentiment, stamp that, cut it down, and attach it to our card base. So I do like pumpkin spice everything. We're going to have to go with that one. I'll bring my Misty back in. Stamp positioning tool is nice because it does help to keep everything straight and in line. And if you don't stamp it right the first time, it just makes it a lot easier. So I can pick that up, and now I can look on the door and see if it looks like it's straight. It's actually sitting right on a grid line. And when in doubt, you can always stamp it on a piece of acetate to double check it. But you guys know me, I just like to wing it. I'm going to grab, I think I want purple ink pad. Grab a mini ink. These are the Catherine Kohler mini inks. You can also pick these up in the Not Too Shabby shop. You know what? I think I will do orange. We'll do orange. Orange twist. These are the foam ink pads, so they're very giving. There's a lot of ink in there, so you do not need to press hard. You just lightly tap your stamp. Okay, and see, this is where the Misty comes in because it didn't stamp all the way. You can go back in and re-ink it again. And stamp it again. There we go. Pretty simple, easy fall card. And then I can throw in here a little gift card to coffee shop, Starbucks, Dunkin', whatever. Throw this on some pattern paper and a card front when we're done. I actually do have some teal and brown colored fall plaid paper. Let me find that and let's put this together. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I pulled 2 papers out of my stash. This one came out of a large Die Cuts with Abuse stamp set. This one, no idea where I got this from. I think it's Michael's. I'm not sure. But I was looking at, one had little leaves on it, and I thought that would be cute. This one. I think my colors are a little too bright for both of these. Oh, this one's a little better. Oh, I think I'll use this one. This one's a lot better. Okay, we'll use this one. Sometimes that's all you need. So I'm going to cut my card panel down. Let's cut our paper down to our background paper to I think I will do 5.5 by 4 1/4. So that's card front size, 5.5 by 4 1/4. And we can cut this down to 5 by 3 3/4. I think we have plenty of room. Yeah, we sure do. Then we just need another plain piece. I was going to put a plain piece of like orange around it. Get a card base made. Okay, I went in a different direction. That's okay, it'll still work. Brought this teal in, it matches the background. We're going to cut this to 5 1/4 by 4 to give our little image a matte. And we have our extra heavy card base here. Let's make that. And then all we got to do is glue everything together. Pretty simple. So I have my Score Buddy. I have my half sheet of 8.5 by 11 paper. It's cut down in half, so it's cut down to 4 1/4 by 8.5. So we're going to score it. I'm sorry. Yeah, we're going to score it here, 4 1/4. So now we have 5.5 by 4 1/4 for our card base. Here's an extra one, and then we flip it over when we want to. After we score it, when we want to burnish that down. Okay, so that's done. So now we have our card base. We're going to start with our pattern paper. I'm going to use my art glitter glue just because it dries pretty quickly. If you don't want a glue that dries quicker, maybe use like a Tombow glue where it gives you a little bit of wiggle room. But I do like this glue because it does dry super fast. So I don't have to worry too much. Once I have it on, it's down. Okay. And then we are going to glue our panel to our matte layer. And see that little bit of teal blends right in with the background. That's it. Pretty simple. I can put a gift card in there. And again, I only use the one stamp set, and it is the Pumpkin Spice Everything from the Not Too Shabby shop. It is going to be linked down below for you, and all of the other items that I used are in my Amazon shop, so I will link the Amazon shop for you to check out as well. If you have any questions, post them down below. I do have a question. I love pumpkin spice season. I want to know, do you like pumpkin spice, or is that not your cup of tea? Like, do you like the pumpkin spice lattes? So comment down below. I would just like to know, out of curiosity, how many people are like me and enjoy the pumpkin spice, or if you're just one of those people that do not like pumpkin spice. If you have any questions, post them down below. If you like this video, I do appreciate your thumbs up. Thanks for watching, and keep on stamping. Bye-bye.